If you've got shortfalls in your budget, you've probably come across those schemes and scams on YouTube and TikTok that promise you passive income, and it's almost always just a bunch of garbage. You'll get a bunch of people telling you to start a copywriting business, like companies are just champing at the bit to hire 20-year-olds with no advertising background, or a bunch of silly ideas like do Amazon dropshipping with aftermarket soap. And honestly, I just hate that clickbait false promise nonsense. And most of the time, it's just a trick to get you to sign up to some paid program. It's time to get real. You're not gonna make money reselling things you found at Salvation Army or by self-publishing a children's book written by ChatGPT. But I am Mikey Millions, and I'm a connoisseur of finding legitimate ways to make money online for my freeloader challenge. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 personally vetted ways to save money and 3 ways to make money. These methods will not make you rich, but they will fill some gaps in your budget while you get your finances in order. This video is not sponsored, but 3 of the 6 methods have referral programs that benefit both the referred person and the referral. If you're already using any of these methods, I invite you to share your referral link in the comments. If you want to start using these methods, check the comments first and use somebody else's referral. You can of course use my referral links in the description if you want to, but I'm a YouTuber and I don't really need the help. I encourage you to first check the comments and see if you can help another viewer. And if this video is helpful to you, I encourage you to join our free Discord where we talk about things like this all day. That's enough intro. Let's begin with 3 ways to save money. Saving $100 is a lot easier than making $100. So don't skip this section thinking that making money will be more valuable. In fact, you'll probably get more out of saving. Saving money method number 1. We all know that inflation is killing us when it comes to food prices, but we can massively reduce the cost of food by exploiting meal kit promotions week after week with very little effort. Look at these savings. This is 24 meals for less than $35, and I get discounts like this every single week. These meal kit services like Dinnerly, HelloFresh, Home Chef, Every Plate, Factor, freaking Martha Stewart, I can fill my screen with them. There are way too many of these services, and they all became popular during the pandemic when everybody was stuck at home. Now, these companies are losing customers, and they will do anything to keep them. So here is how we exploit their desperation. First, we're going to sign up to any meal kit. They're going to give you about 50% off as an introductory offer. Receive your food, and then immediately cancel your subscription. Then you're going to sign up to a second meal kit. They're going to give you another 50% off. Receive your meals, and cancel your subscription. By the time you've received the food from that second meal kit, the first one is going to come back to you via email or text, and they're going to offer you a huge discount to rejoin. 60% is common. I've had up to 75% off. Take their offer, receive their food, and then cancel. The second meal kit is going to be coming right back to you, offering you that same massive discount to get back on board. We're just going to keep going back and forth between these 2 or more meal kits and continue getting these massive discounts each time. I've been at this for about 4 months, just going back and forth between Every Plate and HelloFresh, and they keep giving me these 60 to 75% discounts each time. This is even funnier because Every Plate is owned by HelloFresh. So I've been bouncing back and forth between a parent company and its own subsidiary to exploit this discount, and 4 months later, they still haven't caught on. And if they ever do, there's 24 more companies out there that I can do this with. There are referral programs that might give you a much larger discount in the beginning, maybe 50% off as an introductory offer, or 75% off if you use a referral. If you want to get in on this, check the comments section and see if there's somebody sharing their referral already. And then after doing so, I encourage you to share your own referral in the comments. You're also all about to be completely inundated with social media ads for meal kits, by the way. The second money-making method involves getting free items from Amazon. I've been at this for about 6 months, and the list of items I've received from this is pretty long. Some of the highlights include phone chargers, a high-end flashlight, a vinyl record player, 2 metal detectors, a microphone, and speakers. Every time I need to make a purchase off Amazon, I check first and see if I can get it for free. Here's how this works. A vendor has a category of items they'd like to sell, but they're not getting any sales because they don't have any ratings, they don't have any reviews, and they don't have any prior sales. So to get the ball rolling, they're willing to fully reimburse anyone who purchases their item directly off of Amazon. Now here's where we come in. They share their item in a Discord server that we'll talk about in a minute. We DM them and say that we would like to buy. They're going to direct us to that item on Amazon, and before we purchase, we check the return policy. If it's good, we purchase. 7 days after we receive the item, we're going to post a rating and a review. When that review is posted on Amazon, the vendor will reimburse us via PayPal. And now we just got that item for free. Technically, you may have even made a little bit of money if you're counting your credit card rewards. If the item is garbage and you don't want to give it a good review, You just send it back to Amazon and get your refund normally. That's why we always check the return policy first. I know this sounds a little bit sketchy, but I wouldn't be here talking about it if I weren't already doing it for several months. We get free items, the vendor gets ranked higher for certain keywords and they get their positive reviews, everyone's happy. Now you can't return the item to Amazon for a refund after you already get reimbursed by the vendor. The server will ban you if you do that. But you can sell the item again on eBay or sell it locally. Now, one important warning, don't go buying a dozen items off of Amazon and trying to give reviews for them when you've never done a review before. Amazon might refuse to post those reviews because you're being suspicious. Instead, limit yourself to 2 items per month, and then you'll avoid running into that kind of trouble. And please don't give 5-star reviews to pieces of garbage, because then you're tricking other shoppers. If the item is bad, have the integrity to send it back. The server doesn't want me to post their invite here, because then they would get flooded with a whole bunch of YouTube people. Instead, we talk about this server in our Discord all the time, so you can find the link to it there. And the last money-saving tip involves getting cash back on gasoline. You've probably already heard of the app called Upside. I used it for the past 2 years and recently cashed out $566 in rewards, so about $280 a year. Will it make gas free? No. But it does work, and it is nice to always be paying a cheaper price for gasoline. Upside will also stack with your credit cards, so you might be getting as much as 12% back. To do this, you go to a gas station and open the app. If the gas station is participating in this program, then Upside will tell you that you can receive cash back. You fill your tank and scan the receipt into the app, and Upside will pay you based on how many gallons of gasoline you put in your car. Anything from 5 cents to 25 cents back per gallon is typical. If you're filling 12 gallons, that's anywhere between 60 cents and $3 back. Occasionally they'll do promotions where you're getting 50 cents back. Now that could add up to $6. This app makes its money by charging a fee to the gas stations that participate. And the gas stations are apparently happy because this app got you to choose their gas station over a competitor's without that station having to reduce its price for all customers. The referral program to this is also pretty good by giving you and the referred person an extra 50 cents per gallon on their first fill up, and these rewards do stack. So when gasoline was a little bit cheaper a couple years ago, I referred my wife, my father-in-law, and 2 friends, and got more than $2 back for each gallon of gasoline. This made the gas dirt cheap, so we filled up both cars and 2 extra gas cans for like $5 total. You can do that, you just need to have enough people to refer. So once again, I welcome you to share your referral in the comments. Let's move on now to 3 ways to make money. These are all things that I've done before and I still do when I get the chance. For the first one, I want you to open a new browser tab and go to Google Maps. Type in blood plasma and search. I want you to note the nearest location for anything called BioLife Plasma, CSL Plasma, or Biomat. There are probably others. These are places where you can donate your blood plasma and receive compensation, usually somewhere around $50. In other words, sell your blood plasma. I did this all through college and spent most of it on alcohol, gasoline, and knockoff designer clothes. But I also graduated with a $4,000 stock portfolio, all of which was funded by selling my blood plasma. If I had a plasma center near my house now, I would still be doing it. You can sell your plasma twice a week, and a lot of these places will give you bonuses if you do 4 or more donations in a month. With those bonuses, you're looking at about $500 a month. And typically, they'll give you a promotional rate in the beginning, which could push you to $1,000 in the first month. Selling plasma should not be confused with selling whole blood. Plasma is just the electrolytes and water in your blood, not your blood cells. So these donation centers are taking the Gatorade out of your blood and putting saline back in to rehydrate you. They're sending you home with cash in hand and the same amount of red blood cells you walked in with. I used to run home about 2 miles after selling my plasma, so I can confidently tell you that the effect on your health is almost non-existent. If you do not have blood-borne illness like HIV and you're not actively using drugs, then you are qualified to donate. Take the time to sign up, get your new stream of income, and use it to either pay off debt or fund your investing. For method number 2, we are going to sign up for focus groups that we can perform at our house over Zoom. This is probably the simplest method for making extra money. Over the past 18 months, I've done a few dozen of these. I don't know exactly how much money I've made, but I'd estimate somewhere around $5,000 to $6,000. If you have a desktop computer with a webcam and a microphone, you can start now. If you do not have these items, go to Goodwill or Salvation Army and you're probably going to find them. Or you can go to that Discord server I just talked about and get the items for free. These focus groups are either going to be a one-on-one or a group setting with a researcher who's gathering data about a product or a service and they'd like your input on it. They'll tell you about the product, you tell them what you like and what you dislike, maybe give them some recommendations. The whole thing is done in an hour and they compensate you for your time. Usually it's either in the form of an Amazon gift card or a Visa gift card. Sometimes you'll make up to $400 $10 for an hour doing these, but most of the time it's between $50 and $100. All you have to do is fill out a screener, and the focus groups that you qualify for will contact you to set up a date. My recommendation on the screeners, if you are white, mark that you are mixed race, since we're all mixed race anyway. And that Caucasian demographic tends to fill up pretty quick for the researchers, and they'd like a much more diverse group of people to interview. So marking that you're mixed race will help you get into more focus groups. And the last money-making method, this is by far the most cumbersome, but it can also be extremely lucrative: helping other people with their pets. I started using the Rover app to take other people's dogs for walks while they're at work, and I get paid between $10 and $20 each time. You can set your own price, so if you want to charge more money, you can do that. The reason I charged so little is because I wanted to undercut the other competition and get returns quickly. The Rover app helps pet owners get all kinds of assistance with their pets. So if they're going on vacation, you can watch their dog for them for a week and get paid about $400. But I have a small kid at home, so I'm not going to watch your dog at my house. Instead, I'll go to your house and either feed your dog or walk your dog for you. I don't even know why some of these people get dogs if they're working so often that they need someone else to pet their dog for them, but I'm just here for the money, and that's not really my problem. The biggest barrier to this is that if you live out in the countryside, there probably aren't going to be enough people around you that need help with their dogs. But here in Washington, D.C., there are plenty of people. And the second barrier is that you must pass a background check, which costs $35 to run. Now that is extremely off-putting to me because I don't want to pay money up front with the anticipation of returns later. However, if you are confident that you can pass a background check, that $35 will pay for itself very quickly. If you have enough time and space, you could probably watch 2 dogs and get paid $700 a week. But don't underestimate how big of a task that actually is. Remember that these pets are somebody's family, so you can't just lock them in a laundry room for a week and then collect your money. You have to actually care for them. This is a very cumbersome method, but it can be well worth it. And if you're like me and you just really can't take care of someone else's dog in your house, you can still go to their house and either feed the dog or take them for walks and still get paid a pretty good amount of money. I hope this video was helpful to you. Once again, I encourage you to join our free Discord where we talk about verifiable ways to make money online all the time. And please do share your own referrals in the comments section. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you on Discord.